Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Go Veer, Go Home. We're gonna work on some stuff today. I've got some kits that I'm working on, and I thought, hey, might as well do it live. You know, I could film it and then post it, but that sounds like a lot of work. So much editing and whatnot to do. So we'll get right to it. But first, it is Thursday, and as Thursday collective agreement. Basically, every Thursday we do a third rail Thursday. This isn't it because I was last week. So you'll want to tune in to Eminem Rails tonight over on his channel for third rail Thursday at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what he's got going on tonight, but it's always a good show. So, and then, and of course, he's going to announce the whole Wi-Fi thing. And of course, yeah, he's going to announce who is going live next week because there's 5 Thursdays this month. So you'll want to check that out later and see who the special guest for next week is. So I'm just going to tilt this down and we're going to get to work. I'll show you what I've been working on. So big part of my build right now, big part of the layout is my ethanol plant or facility. And I've got a couple of the bigger ones done, more or less, like they're weathered and whatnot. So now I'm working on a lot of the smaller ones because there's some small kits too. And I want to see what I can place and, how I can place it and all that and make sure there's enough room for track and all that stuff. Oh, boo. Yes, some of that came off. Well, I can fix that. That's not a huge deal. But I painted this yesterday. It's got to be weathered and whatnot, but I'm also going to glue it to the base here as well today. And I'll do that. How tough can it be? I do kind of wonder why that doesn't really go in there, but there we go. There's one, and not a huge deal. Oops. And you'll notice that I've got a theme going on for my buildings. It's anywhere where I have this corrugated metal siding here. I'm doing it as a red. I've got this here as well. I'm going to have to paint the safety railing at the top of that. So I'm going to do that as well. And of course, one and all that weather, which also be around here. So yeah. Well, that's a pain. Where is Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the Wi-Fi today. As soon as I start talking, it usually just cuts. Hopefully not, but that is a pain. Still gotta glue this thing. I only put a little bit of glue in there. That'll dry. And of course, I gotta get the door in here too. I'm gonna let this other stuff dry first. And I'm gonna put this on here. Is there a specific way that this goes on? clearly it doesn't go a specific way. So I'm just going to let that dry. Also going to take this off. Hopefully that dries. Okay, so I'm just going to cap this for now, and I'm going to work on some of these little pieces here. So this is all for the ethanol plant, the tank, pipes, loading and unloading racks. Yeah, I've got a big tank in the other room. I just haven't painted it or anything yet, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm all out of white paint, so that happens. I did these last night. They're the little office here, a little room where you would go to turn off and on. Cool. I'm gonna end up spraying the whole thing, and then I'll have to paint every little pipe and whatnot a different detail part. And the little building here, I'm gonna have to paint to match these. But I've still got some more parts that I have to add to these. And they give you a whole bunch of extra pieces too. There is a lot of piping, and they're different sizes. So it does give you the piping where you can go up over, let's say, a roadway, so they won't hit pipes. But I don't have to worry about that till like a later time when I'm placing it on the layout. This requires this one here. 34. It's this one. $29 would be the stairs. Yep. So I'll do this. And there should be little walkways. So is that 36? That's 35. 35? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I need 35 as well. So these are cool. These are like your loading racks. I have another type of loading rack, but it's a loading and unloading, and I'm probably just going to end up using the unloading, and you put that over by the trucks, like the rail to road transfer. So I might only need half of that kit because I forgot that this had a loading kit to it. I'm going to clean all these up as well. I'm just locating them first and seeing where everything is. if I could just build kits, I think that I think I'd be okay with that. If my job was just building kits, because it's probably the thing I like doing the most, besides running actual trains, of course. But as far as layout building, doing really any kind of scenery work. Hope everyone's doing good today. All right, so I need my glue. I don't know, today's one of those weird days where it's like it's not summer yet and it's early. So it's nice outside, so people are probably getting outside doing their outdoorsy stuff. I gotta go wash the car. So that'll be fun. Doing Third Rail Thursday, 8 o'clock tonight. Should be a good time. I don't know if everybody got a chance to watch Dave today. I almost feel like there's an issue with either my computer or StreamYard. Probably my computer, but I heard that a lot of people are having issues with StreamYard recently. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, I don't know. My thing keeps dropping for some reason. That's weird. I should probably reboot, but I like it. I don't find it to be that big of a deal. It's just annoying more than anything. But yeah, I don't know if you guys got to watch Crooked Run Eastern today, but he's working on it. He's planning on coming up in September to the Otter Valley Annual Open House that they've been holding. Well, they held it last year. Last year was the first one, I think, and they're doing it every year. And there's going to be a bunch of us that are going, and I'm hearing more and more people. I think even Anthony wants to come up as well for that, which is pretty cool. So I think he's working on getting his whatchamacallit. Oh, what are they called? His multi-pass, whatever it's called. The border pass thing. Wow, it's so early. I can't even think. Passport. Oof. There we go. Passport. Yeah, so he's working on getting his passport, so that'll be cool if he gets to come up to that. There's going to be quite a few people. Last year, I actually got to have I was sitting there listening to the owner, the original owner of Intermountain, and he gave a speech on Intermountain and all the stuff that they've made over the years, and they've talked about their cylindrical hoppers and whatnot, and it was really neat. was really good talking to him, and I met him and his wife. So that was really cool. And hopefully he brings some samples. I want to see these CN Heritage units. I'm really excited. Rapido, they will be there, which is good because they always bring a lot of really cool stuff whenever they go to things like that. Brian, are you coming out to that? Are you coming out to the Otter Valley thing in September? See, when I come down, it takes me about 6 to 7 hours to drive down from Ottawa to get to Tillsonburg, right? So I'm probably going to be coming down the Friday, and then I'm going to stay right to the Sunday, just like I did last year, just because it's a lot easier to go and then stay. This is number 32. Where's number 32? Oh, that is number 32. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's a lot easier to just stay the weekend and in the area. Last year I got to go to Lauren's house and see his layout, and Bubs and I got to run some trains at his place. Pretty fun. I wonder if it's just the one railing, which should be 33. So I can use that to kitty corner that. Hold that in the corner. Wigwag's going. Right on, right on. Yeah, I think there's a few guys from the States that are coming up for that. I ordered some stickers yesterday that I'm specifically going to be giving out at Otter Valley in September. Kind of like the I met you in person kind of sticker. So they're on their way. Also, this weekend, along with the whole Father's Day thing that goes on Sunday, it's the Ancaster train shows this weekend as well. So if you're in the I guess Toronto area, like Toronto, Southern Ontario area. It's usually a good show. I went 2017, 2018, something like along those lines. What's that? That doesn't really tell you where that go. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, it goes there. Okay, so there's a pipe there, and then it comes up, and then it goes over that. And then it should attach to this as well to hold that in place. That's right. Okay, so I just need the two walkway ones, which are these. And that, of course, went flying. I'm probably going to Otter Valley tomorrow because I have to go out to Woodstock. Oh, it's good to hear, Randall. You often worry about taking locomotives apart personally because don't have too much experience with that. So whenever I do something like that, I'm nervous the entire time, and it's always on a whim. Lauren is calling me. I wonder if he knows if I'm doing a live or not. Everyone, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I still think this is a neat little kit. And here we go. Now it's in correctly, I think. Yeah. And I really enjoy the ethanol series in general, but more so the bigger buildings. But I really don't mind these. Okay, so now there's supposed to be the piping, which is 46, 44, and 43. 46, 44, 43. So there's 43. 46, 44, 46, 44, and 43. So these three pipes here. Piping can be very complicated sometimes. Because just like when you're adding tracks on a layout, every track has to have a purpose. Every pipe has to have a purpose as well. Gasoline, whatever it's for. Whoops. Okay, so that probably goes there. Like this. Yeah. Here. Okay, so this one should probably go here. Like that. Yeah, that's going to be tough to do. I really wish I had Instacure spray because it would make quick work of this. Not a huge deal, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to let all that dry because I did a lot of gluing on there. Be mostly dry here, so I'm going to take a look and see if we can have to glue that in place. Hey Kyle. Hey Tim. How's it going? Sup, yo? What up? I am just working on kits right now. I got to get these done, more or less, because the ethanol area is what I would consider to be a big area. So I'm just trying to get a lot of these done sooner than later. and I'm running out of glue. I'm supposed to pick up some glue tomorrow, so hopefully I can get through this, and get the glue on here and glue the roof to the thing. So yeah, and then this one will be done, and that's another one done. Except I got to fix that little front walkway there, which that's kind of a pain, but what can you do, right? And then it just needs to be weathered. So this Sunday, there's no group build this Sunday, no kit build either, because like I said, I would be out of town. But we've got a group build that's starting, a new group build that's starting next Sunday. So I think it's like the 28th or something like that. And that'll be with Mike, Trackside Mike, and M&M Rails. Here we go. There's the glue. I don't even mind if this just tack welds it for now, and then I'll come back later and I'll put not really a thick bead of glue on there, but a little bit more, just to kind of make sure that it holds. But yeah, that's see that ugly little patch right there. The tape did that. It shouldn't have, but it did. So I mean, like I can tape all that off and then just give it a quick spray. That's not a huge deal, but it's a pain. Oh, for sure, it's a pain. And then we've got this one here, and I know this has to go onto here, but there should be holes. Oh, there they are. Okay, so let's see if this works. Okay, I got a bit of glue for there and a bit of glue for there. And these go like this. Cool. Okay, and that'll hold. And that will go like that. Now I just got to paint the railing, and then that's good to be weathered. And we can do that using this blue paint. I do all my railings one color for this industry. I want the whole thing to match, right? So corrugated metal is all the red, right? Because it's all going to match. And then all the railings are this, it's almost like a baby blue, but it's just really light. All the roof pieces are white, except for this one here, but that's just the top of a tank, so that doesn't really matter. Hey, Stormy Sky, how's it going? This is one of my fancier brushes that I got from Games Workshop. And it's more of a triangle shape. When I put it down, it doesn't roll away. So that's kind of cool. And it's a very soft brush, soft bristles, so I get like a smoother kind of finish. Thing that gets me about this time of year is that a lot of things slow down. You know, there's a lot of people go outside and they forget about their trains and whatnot, and they go do outdoorsy things. You know, even with like manufacturers, there's not a lot that come out in the summer. Most of it, you'll see it'll show up in the fall, or it'll show up, you know, early on in the year, like January, February. So as far as new product goes, it's kind of tough. If you guys are also unaware, because not a lot of people know, so the company Aurora Miniatures, which is based out of Ontario, Canada, they're the ones that did the SD60F units. I know a lot of you guys did get some of those, and you like them. They did announce a pink breast cancer car. It's because they just did the TTX High Cube. I think it's a 60-foot High Cube. So with the 60-foot High Cube, they did, I believe it was, just TTX, and then there was a brown one. I don't think it was CN. I think it was something else. But there's also a pink. I can't remember. On Track for a Cure car, but that's not available yet. You can't even pre-order it. It's not available in stores. You'd have to go to their website and order it direct. So if anybody's interested in those, go check them out, because they do look nice. I know a lot of other manufacturers have done similar cars. Like there's a Well car that Rapido did. That was pink, On Track for the Cure. Atlas did I believe, a box car, and they also did a well car as well. A well as well. But yeah, it's just another one for your collection. I know there's a lot of people that collect those cars, so it is considered highly collectible. I still haven't gotten any of the TTX ones yet. It's crazy because I think the price is a little ridiculous. It's like 60 or $70 Canadian for one of those cars. But they are really nice. So who knows? Hey, Dwight, how's it going? Yeah, work for a lot of people, it just, you know, it happens, right? Got to fund the train somehow. I happen to be off this week. Again, I had a week off in May, and now I'm on a week here, and then my next week off isn't until September. Because whenever I get time off, the only way to get a weekend off is literally to schedule a full week. So that happens. Like 1 week set. I want to say November, just before Christmas. I don't have an airbrush, so technically no. But this thread here was spray paint, so I do spray paint models. That's how I also do my undercoats as well. And then I will use a lot of acrylics and other paints and whatnot to weather or change the color, detail. I find that doing it by hand like this, it's just easier for me. But I would like to try airbrushing in the future. I just don't have an airbrush. I think I have a compressor, but it's not a small one. It's one of those ones that you would use for like a nail gun. So I don't know if you could even use a tank like that with a whatchamacallit, with a paint gun, a little one, anyways. Probably just have to change the PSI. But even with that, I don't really know any of that stuff. I mean, I'm sure I could look it up on YouTube because you can literally look anything up on YouTube. I'll admit that airbrushing, when you're doing weathering, it looks way better when you like airbrush it. But I just kind of do what I do. Yeah, I've been painting mini models and whatnot, what feels like all my life, at least since I was like 13. So that seems like all my life. I don't know. Like I've been touching this, but I don't see any fingerprints on it. Usually before, like, because I'm not painting this again, I'll weather it. Like I just make sure my hands are really clean or I don't touch the surface that I'm going to paint so that my oils from my hands don't go on this. But it's like now, like this is dry. I'm not going to be painting this anymore. So also like I do, my hands are fairly dry, like non-oily right now. So I'm not really getting fingerprints on it, I guess. I'm almost ready to start laying track for the ethanol plant on the top level of my layout. I need to grab some risers though, because there's this one section is over top of track. I got to build like a somewhat of a bridge, a little bit of a bridge, and then a secondary bridge to go over some more track. I don't know what bridges I'm using yet or abutments. I'll have to see. That doesn't look half bad. I like that blue color. But yeah, I have I have a couple little things that I'm working on. Also, Brian from Inked Rail says he's gonna make me a bunch of rocks so I can make a rock wall. If you guys have been following along on my channel, remember my last layout, how I had a huge rock wall. It was well, I say the word huge very loosely because it wasn't huge. It was just a really long rock wall that went behind track. And it was nice to have the trains running in front of it and whatnot. So when I do my next rock wall, it's going to be kind of similar, but different at the same time. Hard to explain. You'll just have to stick around and watch. The plant itself is pretty big, and I don't even have all the kits yet. I have quite a few of them, most of the main ones, but I do want to get like a platform, one of the new fueling platforms, and then convert it so that it's not just for loading. It you can just put the tank cars, and then there's a building like this where it's like a shed where you can go in and empty your grain cars, so the grain goes into the facility, and then it gets turned into ethanol, and then it goes out on the tank cars. It's a whole rigmarole, but it's, it's one of my favorite industries. So of course, yeah, I'm going to put like 110 into this. Yeah, looks it's fun, and I get to do my colors because of the whole thing is it's the Great Canadian ethanol, which isn't a real thing. It's my thing, but you get these with it, right? So see how there's the North American ethanol. I basically take just the triangle with the corn in the middle, and I put that on the bigger silo type thing, the tank. It's like a giant tank. And then I just change it to Great Canadian ethanol, and I have letters for that. I did one a long time ago, and then I ended up giving my entire set to Brian at Inked Rails. He bought the whole set from me. And it was different. I did the sides were white, and then I did all my roof pieces green, which also looked really nice because the green I used was very nice. It was kind of like that green right there. That green. These are decals, by the way. Like if you put that in water, it's a water slide or whatever it's called. But yeah, they're very nice. Yeah, I saw those. I plan on getting it's like turquoise, the greeny turquoise tank car. I want that one. I want two actually, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they did about 4 numbers, but it's like $55 a tank car Canadian, which I think is quite a bit for Walthers. I mean, it's a tank car, so it's not like they're like when they did their box cars. I have a whole bunch of their high cubes. I was paying like anywhere between 35 and 40 for one of those, which is not bad. But now they're closer to 45, 50, which kind of sucks. But what can you do, right? That's the times that we live in now. That's why I made a stink about getting the Aurora ones, paying like closer to like, what would I get? Why would I pay $70 for one when I can get 2 Walthers ones for the same price? Even though when you compare them, yeah, it's a lot more prototypical when we look at the Aurora ones. But still, how fussy are you? That's the other side of it. If you're super fussy, yeah, you're gonna want the more prototypical one. But I'm not fussy. I'm not that guy. So that's getting there. What do I have to do with this one? That goes with that. Oh, did I clean this already? Yeah, I did. Well, not really. 3 numbers. Oh, yeah. That's odd, though, right? Because, like, I hate having odd numbers of things. Because when I plan to do my operations, I want to do, for every one car, I want to do, like, one empty and one full, right? So you drop off the full one, you take the empty one. And that's how I'm going to just simplify my operations. No, it's not Sunday yet, Split Rock, but yeah, because Sunday is Father's Day, and I'm going to be out of town. So I didn't want to do a live on. Well, I can't do a live on Sunday because I'll be out of town. But yeah, I want to do a live today because I've got so much as far as all these little kits and whatnot that I'm working on, and You know how it is. Because, yeah, I have a lot going on. I've got boxes of kits down here that I've had for over a year, maybe over 2 years, and I need them, but I haven't built them yet. They've just been sitting. So I would like to get those done at some point. And with all these group builds lately that I've been doing, because to Bay engine facility, which was like the 130 foot, 130 feet long. We finished that one. So now it's another kit that we're going to start in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I want to be able to do some of this stuff as well. I also have some kits from my downtown area yet that are not finished. I still have to do more work on those. I love my kits, but just don't have time. I wish I had more time. If I could do this full time, oh man. And before you say it, no, Miniature Land probably would never think of hiring me, because those guys are pro. Me, not so much, but I still have fun with it though. Also, that's all the way in Toronto, and I'm nowhere near Toronto. So that probably wouldn't work out. That's going to go over here. Now, the only thing I don't want to glue to these is the little building, because there's a doorway there for it, and you got to put acetate in the window. Oh, don't tell me that broke off. Oh, you suck. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's somewhat fixable. Oh, or not. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. I just got to put a bit of glue on there, and that'll all melt back together. And I got to tilt that back. There we go. Okay. Good. How far did that piece go flying? Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so maybe I can. There we go. You have to leave my seat. Sometimes it pays to be lazy. So I just posted a video to my Instagram of the new Rapido D10 steam locomotive. I'll have some videos of the Rapido open house included in the keeping track that should air in 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, I think 2 weeks. So you'll want to definitely stay tuned for that. Never a dull moment. And hopefully that doesn't fall. It's on there pretty solid. And I'll just have to attach that. The other ones I wanted to do were the berms, but I want to, or the whatchamacallit, for the berms. But I think I'm going to do a bit of graffiti first. So this car here, this is a very nice car. This is from Intermountain, TTGX 702 259. This is one of the Otter Valley exclusive cars. So you can only get this car specifically from OVR Trains, OVRtrains.com. This one, and they did the CP one that was, it looks almost like it's pink because it's faded because of the sun. And I do have a picture here because I was looking through graffiti. I couldn't find this specific car or a picture of this specific car, but the one that was a couple of numbers off, there's this one here, and it says AWOL, which I thought looked kind of cool. And then there's it says ESEFST 21RA. I don't know what any of that is, but I'm going to replicate that here. And yeah. We're going to see if we can replicate that. Let's see. Tagging cars. Yeah, just this one. Just this one today. I think I've got about 5 or 6 auto racks. I've already tagged one of them. I did the one that says Sleepy. I want to do the CN car that has Homer Simpson sleeping on it. That would be really cool. And there's another one. I believe it's an NS unit, and it has Marge from The Simpsons, kind of posing, laying lengthwise on it. So I want it, but I want to get the actual car. Now, I don't think those numbers were done, but at least specifically, the Homer car has the white CN logo. So I know Scale Trains did that one. So we'll have to see. So on this last door here, it should have the FST, which would be right above this. See, this is probably, because this is almost like it's either brass or some type of metal. It's really hard to draw on, as if it was like, if it was plastic, no problem. But let's see what we can do here. That's true. I actually found one on eBay where you get a set of 3 for some reason. I don't know why 3 specifically, but I don't even know if that's Circus City or if that's somebody else. But I was gonna get that, and then if anybody needed a car done and they want to provide me with a car, then I know. ESE. And then FST right below it. Okay. Yay, I did a little piece. Okay, so if I plan this out, I can kind of plan it out like this. So it should come down like right here, and then go over to here. And I do want to put a piece of tape over this. Hey, Plumber, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so it's exactly 1 inch long. So I'll just do a straight edge just to straighten that side. And we'll do this. Cool. Now I did do a clear coat on this as well first. I want to also, state that just in case anybody's wondering, Chris, why didn't you do a clear coat? Oh, but I did. So there's that. I'm wondering if I should do the outline and then just fill it in with the white. Yeah, so do black outline and then fill in with the white. I think that's what we'll do here. Okay, cool. And then it would technically be right here. And then we do a line. It has to go up from here. Hope y'all don't mind me talking to myself. That's how I get through this. And it's not a super thick line. Yeah, it's just like that. Well, that's still cool though. There's so many different cars that I've seen that have like different cartoon characters on it, and like I'm a sucker for the cartoon characters, so I always think it's cool. So this will come over to here, and it should go right up to here. But we want to go. It's almost hard to see, but not really at the same time, because these all panels are getting covered one way or another. So this should be covered right here. And it'll come right up to here. And then it's a bit of a thicker. Now, also, I'll probably weather this like after everything dries, after it's all said and done. And then, of course, I'll have to do all the white lettering as well. So that's the A. The A is on there. I don't know. Can I show you this? Yeah, of course I can. Absolutely. Here we go. So that's the A. I know it's not much to look at, but that's what I got so far. I like doing the giant pieces as well. Just the fact that it's takes up the entire car like that. Pretty cool. So this here comes down here, and it kind of cuts over this. So That's like, yeah, halfway down. So let's go like that. We're going to go over. And right above the C. And we want to do that thin. I use the Testors clear coat because it dulls it as well. Makes it not shiny. And then just after this, it goes up like that. And this will go up to here, up to here. So we want to do that. Color that in. And then it's really hard to see some of these, but we will get through it. Okay, so that must be the middle of that one then. So then this one here must be where it's totally dark. So we're going to go right like this. And we're going to go right down to probably here. Probably. And it's just going to do a whoosh like that. If you might enjoy my description of shapes and whatnot, let me know. Because kind of in a zone right now where just trying not to mess up, you know? So. It's weird because you're completing a letter as you're starting a new letter, and it's like, how do I do this without messing it up? Okay, so I figure that'll go like that, hopefully. So yeah, that needs a bit of a thicker line to it. And then that'll come down. To here. And then I can fill this in. Another thing, you can't push too hard on this because these are very fragile. Bless Intermountain for making such a detailed piece, but like, oof, they are breakable. They're super breakable. Okay, so the next A. How are we doing this? Okay, so I'm going to do the bottom of the A first because that might be easiest because it goes literally right like this. And cool. Now it almost looks like there's like a black bar that runs along the bottom as well, but that could just be the darkness from under the car, so it's really hard to tell. Where does it say TTX? Okay, so right there. So we go over a bit. That's that one, and that's that one. So we want to go up from here. And then right around here, we start going up this way. No problemo. And at some point right here, You have a good one, Stormy. Stormy Steve. Okay, almost done. So I'm on the last letter, which is the L. So this will connect with this. So that goes. So I'm just going to go straight like this. And then it should go right under that. And it should go right over as far as the S. And then it should go right down. And that's going to be a pretty thick line, like that thick, and it goes up to the middle of the F. And then that gets all colored in. Should I have done a PSA that I'm not like pro or anything? Oh well. Let's say that it goes to right here. So that comes down just a little bit. But that also has to be thicker. So I'm just going to make that line a little bit thicker. There we go. That looks better. And it's got to go a little bit past that. And then we come back this way down to here. And I'm still trying to piece this whole thing together, so don't mind me. So that entire piece there, and maybe a little bit more. That seems pretty good. And the thing with that is that it cuts this way. So this is going to be a big, thick piece too. And it's going to go to there. And then I just got to make that line a tiny bit thicker. You know what? I think I might have impressed myself. I think that it might actually be decent. I don't really have a favorite car here yet, but this might be one of my top ones. I think so. I think it might be decent in that sense. I also don't want to play with this too much because then it, that's when you're gonna mess up and you're like, guess I should have just left it. Okay, so I got to do the 21. Okay, so this is so 20, 21, and then RA. I guess the RA is the initials of the original person who graffitied this car. And 21, it could have been done in 2021. I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't be 1921. Because I don't think they had Autoracks back then. Okay, so this is what the original looks like, right? It says AWOL, and then you have the smaller kind of print on the side there, the ESE, the PS or FST 21RA. Now the AWOL is white, right? So I still have to do that, but I'll show you what I've got so far. You let me know. I know it doesn't look anything special as of yet, but once I get the white in there, hopefully it looks a little bit cooler. It'll cover up the N in CN and a couple other parts there. I do kind of want to put the black line along the bottom there, but I don't think I will do that yet. I'm going to color it in first and see how that turns out, and then go from there. Dang, that went right through. Oh well. Where's my white? Because I've got a couple of different white markers, right? Like I've got white Sharpie. I've got the white paint marker that's the equivalent to the black one that I just used. Another white Sharpie. I think I'll try the white one. Thanks, Big Wag. You never really know, right? Like I'm new to this. I've done art things, before. But as far as graffitiing a car, like I've done a bunch of cars, but I wouldn't say that I'm like professional or anything. Especially Autoracks, because these are tough. I don't know if there's any white ink in this left, or not ink, but let me check these ones and see. Oh, there might be something in here. Oh, that's a thin tip. Do I have a thick tip? I don't have a thick tip. Oh my god. Okay, what's this one? There we go. Wicked. That's white too, right? Oil-based. Well, we'll see what happens. There's probably nothing left in here. Oh, wait, there we go. What time are we at? 1:16. Might have to pick up a new white marker to really get the white paint looking a little bit better. So yeah, as I'm moving along here, it's slowly gonna start looking more like that. Just kind of filling in as I go here. I just hope I don't run out of paint. I still got 3 more letters to go, but it's like the full length of the car, so what can you do, right? Might have to do 2 coats of white over top of the CN because you can still kind of see it through the 1 coat. See if I can do a 2nd coat right now. I just made it a little bit darker there, but I got to wait for it to dry properly to do an actual 2nd coat. I wish there was a company that made a sticker stencil. So, for example, you put the sticker over it, you spray it white, and it shows up just the A. And then you take that off, you wait for it to dry. You put on the next sticker, and it's the black. And then you use your spray can to spray that. And then you take that off, and then it's done. Literally, that's all you would have to do. And I wish a company would come up with that or do that, because that would be really neat. Because then all you're doing is you're buying a piece of paper, right? You buy the piece of paper, and which is a giant sticker, and anyone can buy it and add it to their car, and then use real spray paint to make it. And then you'd be able to do that literally on whatever car you want. Because technically this paint is put on with spray paint. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried to put a decal on this metal siding here, but it is not fun. And that's why I'm using a paint marker right now. So I've got lots of different, the water transfers, but I don't think I could use a water transfer on this metal siding here, because it's ridiculous. It would come right off. Hey Anthony, how's it going? We are just working on a few things. I was working on some kits earlier, and I'm just waiting for the glue to dry for those. And I thought I would do some graffiti on an auto rack while I wait for the glue to dry. I'll show you what I got so far. So I've got one more letter to go. But yeah, so I found this picture online, Railroad Picture Archives dot something or other. And the number on this car is a couple of numbers off from this car here. I couldn't find pictures of this car. So I'm just doing this car to look like that car. And I'm going to have to weather it and whatnot after. But yeah, to start. I might have to tighten up these lines a little bit too, because like the black was really easy to do on there. So I think as soon as I'm done the white and the whole thing dries, I'll just go over the black parts again and just tighten up those lines a little bit. Oh, and the little TTX is showing. So I'm just going to go around that. There we go. I can do that by hand because of the way that it looks in the picture. And I can definitely understand a lot of people when they say, well, look, you spend $70 to $100 on an auto rack. Why do I want to dirty it? And you know what? It's the same thing with a locomotive too, right? Like some of my locomotives, I've paid $300 to $400 for one of those. Why would I want to dirty it? Well, you're right, 100%. And I used to feel that way like every single time I would buy a train. It's like, I got to take good care of this. I don't want it to get dirty or dusty. I got to take good care of it because, I don't want it to break or stop running or to look gross. But I don't know. I just got this new appreciation for weathering cars and doing the graffiti. Like I've always enjoyed graffiti as an art. And Tim really brought it out in me though, because it's like he does that not necessarily as a 9 to 5, but he does it quite a bit. So I blame him for this. He was watching earlier. I don't know if he's still watching, but I really encourage people to take those cars out of their boxes, put them on the track, run them around, do some weathering. You don't have to be a fan of graffiti. You don't have to graffiti every single one of your cars. Not every single car has graffiti on it. But the odd ones do. That's why I use that website, the Model Railroad Picture Archives, because I look for cars that do have the graffiti and whatnot, and then I do similar ones. I know it's not exact, but I'm trying. It's all you can do is try, there's no quick erase for something like this, especially when you're using oil base. I think my white one is an oil base one, but I think that'll look really cool going around the layout. I have no idea what's supposed to be on the other side of this car, so I'm not even gonna focus on that right now. But yeah, I think it looks neat. Like I said, I'm gonna clean up the black lines though, and I'm gonna make it look a little bit better, and I'm pretty, like, looking at that, I'm pretty happy with that. If someone said, hey, can you do that for me, I would say yeah, absolutely, because I feel confident that I could replicate that again, just because it's, you know, not that it's easy, but it's for me it was a a fairly simple, kind of look. And you can see the little TTX down there. It's right there. It's just just shows it. It doesn't, like same thing with the picture. You can just see it pops out of the white a little bit. So I think that looks cool. Go me. I don't get many moments like this where I do a little project and it turns out like that good. So I'm pretty proud of it. I'm just gonna put those away, and I'm gonna put, oh no, I want that white one that was the thicker one, this one. So I'm gonna put those aside. I don't even know if that has any white left in it. What time are we at? 1:30. So yeah, so I've been going for the 2 hours there. And that, I want to note, that was freehand because the whatchamacallit, the pencil, like I like to pencil on the picture before I like to actually, do the full thing. And the pencil did not work on the metal. So yeah, that was all me right there. This is the last thing I'm gonna do here. It's just for the berms. I've got this little walkway that goes over top of the berms. And then I've got to go wash my car. Thanks, guys. And again, I really appreciate you guys watching too. You could be doing anything right now, but you're here watching. So. I don't know if that's for me or in general. Is it in general? And who's calling me during my live? Trackside Mike. Yes, Mike, I'm doing a live right now. These guys are hilarious. Either he has no idea what I'm talking about, because he asked me if I was road running right now. And I'm like, nope, I'm live right now. So I think he's gonna. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I was just talking about like how you were sending me a message, and I'm like, I'm on a live. Wait, Mike, if you're just joining, look what I did. I'm pretty proud of it. I think I still have the picture here. Yes, my face. Yes. Okay. Thank you. There we go. Okay. So I found that picture. So I did it here. What? So yeah. So I've been doing a little bit of A, a little bit of B, and I'm just wrapping things up because I've been doing stuff for like 2 hours now. No Sunday brunch kit build, right? So I just thought I would come up here and do a bit of work. Remind everybody that tonight it's M&M Rails, Third Rail Thursday tonight, right? Another big night. You know, so we will obviously see him tonight. And I've been up for 2 hours, and now that I'm done, you're jumping on. No, that's fine. I know you're at work. It's okay. It's good. We're good. But like, I will check my front door once I finish here. I thought about running up, but I'm like, I already have enough stream issues. I feel like if I walk away from it, then that's when I'll really have issues. Does it go like that, or does it go like that? Oh, I don't think it matters. You know what? It probably goes like that. I'm going to put the other side on first, though. Or is that even a good idea? Do an unboxing. What am I supposed to do an unboxing with? I got to buy something in order to unbox it. I had Anthony talking to me about a tank car earlier, and I'm like, I want that tank car. Hey, James, how's it going? There's a box at the door. Yeah, but that's your box. That's not my box. We established that it wasn't for me. So if I know that there's no mail for me, that's like, it's right up there with like receiving a bill. You know, you just don't want to go to the mailbox because you know it's a bill and not something fun. Mind you, if it's from the Otter, then it'll be fun regardless. But yes, I'm gonna check that in like a minute because I just got to put the little side railings on this thing, and then I'll do a recap of the day, the week, the month, the year. Give everybody the lowdown. Okay, so I gotta save those for the big tank. Look what I did today. That's a nice tank. And I painted that. The railing, and I added the little pipe thing. So that was pretty cool. And then I gotta repaint that because of the tape. I took the tape off because I did the little poles yellow and I didn't want to get it on the concrete. And then then the tape took the concrete off. So I was like, what can you do? Because I needed to get, I got to get my, whatchamacallit done. My ethanol plant. And there's so much that I have left to do. You guys see the new Run by Walthers center beam cars, CN and other Canadian companies? I always watch those Walthers videos that they always show you the new product, the Product Express or whatever they call it. Apparently, they're doing those CN, the orange CN ballast cars, which sound like a good idea because I could use more ballast cars and they're CN, so I can kind of get away with it. I'm wondering if that's supposed to go there. I'm pretty sure it is, but oh no, they don't. I don't know why they wouldn't put a side on it. Okay, never mind. These are for something else then, I think. But what would they be for? That'll make sense. Okay, well, guess I don't need to use these. So I built this. This is one of the loading pieces. And they have the little it's not an office, it's too small to be an office, but it goes right at the end there, and there's a roof for it and stuff. And then this is the oh, you know what, I still have to add that on there. Okay, so this goes in here. Dang. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's good. Or not. Why is that like that? Make sure I'm down a little bit. There. Get in. Because I know I'm going to do something here and it's going to break, and then I'm going to be like super cheesed because it's like, well, that doesn't fit. There we go. Okay, I got it. Just had to kind of snap it in place. There we go. I had to put the little walkway on there. Okay, so the car. All right, so this is what we did today. And my phone's still going off. My wife is complaining to me. All right. Okay, so today basically just wanted to jump on because obviously no Sunday brunch build this coming Sunday because it will be Father's Day. I'm going to be away for the weekend, so there's that. I wanted to do some work on some other kits for the ethanol because there is a bunch, and I've got all these sprues hanging around, right, of little detail parts, little things like, like the loading rack here. And I've got a whole bunch of other ones. There's a few other kits that I'm still working on as well that need weathering or paint or, some TLC, I guess. There's still two major kits for the actual layout that I haven't even, like, they're built, not completed, but they're, they have to be painted still. I won't be able to paint them live because I have to do, I have to do the red or white, and I need more white. So I've still got two more kits that I need to do in full. I got lots more. I've got kits like that are just down here that I haven't even touched yet, that I need them for other parts of the layout as well. Also, not this Sunday, because obviously, like I said, it's Father's Day. So the 28th, which I do believe is the following Sunday, which I'm going to check right now, 25th. I kept saying the 28th. That's a Wednesday. The 25th, we'll be back with the Sunday Brunch kit builds, but we're doing a group build. It's going to be Trackside Mike, M&M Rails, and myself, and we're working on a kit which is Mark's parents' house. I'm sure he might talk about it tonight on his live. I don't know what he's planned, but make sure you go over to his channel. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and go check him out tonight, 8 o'clock. I'll be a little late to the party. My son has a soccer game again. It's just how it is until August, September. And then it'll be business as usual beyond that, because I don't think they play soccer in the winter. So that'll be over, then. And then, yeah, and whatever happens after that. But yeah, I had lots of fun. I was able to do this car. I did some graffiti, and very happy with it. I'm going to go over the white again, and I'm going to tidy up those black lines as well, just kind of making them look a little bit more crisp. But other than that, I'm very happy with how that turned out. And that was literally from a picture that I found on Railroad Picture Archives something or other. If you guys want to know, give me a second. Don't want to touch that because it's still wet. I use rrpicturearchives.net. rrpicturearchives.net. That's where I get a lot of, because like when I do a car, if I'm going to do graffiti on a car, I'm going to try to make it prototypical, right? I could always renumber this car so it's that exact car number, but it was literally just a couple of numbers off. So I don't feel the need. I didn't want to, try to. I'm not going to be a hero here. I'm just going to do the graffiti and then move on, right? So I like it. I think it looks cool, and I'm going to send a picture to Lauren to show him what. And yeah, I'm sure he'll think it's neat. So yeah, fun. Anyways, you guys have yourselves a great weekend. I'm going to stop by Otter Valley tomorrow. I'm not sure what time because it takes about 6 or 7 hours to get there. So I might do a live from the store, just do a little walk around. And have yourselves a great weekend. Have a happy Father's Day to all the fathers, grandfathers, cat dads, dog dads, hamster dads, whatever you got. The dad's a dad, right? So y'all have yourselves a good one. And besides tonight over on Mark's channel, he's going to announce next week's Third Rail Thursday special stream. And I will also see you on Monday for Trackside Mike and Dundas Junction Model Railroad. I think we're on James's channel. If I got it right, let me know. because I'm pretty sure we're on James's channel this Monday, 7 o'clock. And we will see you there because I'll be back. I'll be back to work, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. But the lives, I always look forward to their lives every Monday night. So y'all have a good one, and we'll see you around. I do have a train to catch, so